Welcome to Beatty Park online workout series. Today we're going to be showing you some exercises for during pregnancy. It's not uncommon to be experiencing back pain, groin pain, feeling quite fatigued at times, and also going into evening cramps. We're going to give you some exercises that are really purposeful to help prevent a lot of these issues, or at least minimize them. The relaxin hormone in the body that occurs during pregnancy can create a lot more hypermobility within our joints. So stability is very important. I'm going to focus on some really great exercises that will help bring you back into balance. The key exercises will be focusing on stability, strength, and mobility. All you'll need for this workout is a blanket or perhaps a towel. If you have a body pillow or a bolster, this also may be very helpful, or even just 2 pillows will suffice, and a mat to actually lie on. That's all you'll need for this workout. We look forward to sharing this workout with you. So let's go. Now we're going to work on a stability section. It's very important to do some stabilizing exercises and help to rewire neuromuscularly the muscles that need to keep on kicking in for us to be able to maintain stability of the pelvis. The key postural muscles that we'll be working with is our TA band or transverse abdominis band, the pelvic floor muscle, the diaphragm, which also plays an important part as part of our core stability. So that means we'll be really focusing in on the breathing on this, and also the deep multifidus muscles through the spine. So all of these need to flow and work together beautifully to be able to create stability. And it is this daily practice that will help you do that. I'm going to show you one key exercise here, which is one of the most valuable ones, and this is the bridge. For a bit of comfort, you may want to place perhaps the pillow underneath the base of the skull or the head for a bit of support. We're going to lie down flat on our mat, head for a little bit of support. Make sure that you're feeling that your hips are nice and flat on the floor. Reach your fingers towards the base of your heels and ensure that your feet are about shoulder width apart. Hands now are going to create a really lovely foundation by grounding the heels of the palms and then placing the fingers down one at a time. We're going to be pressing through to the feet, and we're just going to lift up, and we're just going to hold for 10 seconds. When we say hold, it's very important that you are doing, that you aren't turning your head and that you're not holding your breath. So just really helping elevate and lift. This helps to activate one of the key muscles that's very important in pelvic stabilization, and that is the gluteus maximus and minimus. So those backside muscles need to kick in here, so they're very important. And then you'll just roll down through the spine. May I suggest for the stability section that you think about doing at least 10 to 12 repetitions of these ones daily. However, if you're feeling any strain through your lower back or through your pelvis, then I'd like you to modify it to simply the one that we did in the first section, which was on mobility, to pelvic tilts. So pelvic tilts, basically drawing your pelvis back, so you've got your lower back into the floor and then just allowing your pelvis to roll forward. These tiny little increment of movements help to lubricate the joints, because our SIJ joint or our sacroiliac joint is a key joint and it needs that lubrication, and any movement is better than no movement. So even the slightest movements will really help you. So pelvic tilts daily if you can. You can also add your PVC work, your pelvic floor work, by just doing little tiny holds and releases. But after 34 weeks, that's when you want to really focus on your pelvic floor relaxing, how to get it to relax and let it go, because we don't want it to be too tight or hypertonic. on to the restorative section. And may I recommend to you today that it's very important if you can make yourself at least 10 minutes at the beginning of the day and 10 minutes at the end of the day. Longer if you can. I know that's not always possible when we have other little ones as well. But if this is your first, you have the opportunity to take this practice. All you will need is your blanket roll and also your body pillow or bolster, or perhaps 2 pillows that you've been using. Restorative poses are very important, and we're going to lie on the left side, although recent studies have shown that left or right side are fine to lie on now, not like in the past where we would say mainly try and lie on the left side. But one of the key reasons for that was the studies that were showing fetal distress from mothers lying on their back, and quite often that fetal distress going unnoticed in about 14% of women. There's a very large vein that runs from the heart and baby called the inferior vena cava. So that's the one that we want to try and keep baby off so that we're not feeling a bit faint. You may be feeling that faintness, you may not when you're lying on your back. But side lying is always a really good idea. So we'll place the pillow so that that's like just a little bit of support underneath the crook of the side of the neck, so that we've got nice head support there. And then we're pretty much going to be like a koala bear, and we're going to hug the bolster. You may already be doing this at night and find this is the most comfortable way to sleep, to keep your hips stacked and everything comfortable. This hand is going to be free with the palm up, so you're receptive to what's happening, which is practiced in a lot of meditation practices. And this hand we're going to use not quite so much to count, because we don't want to switch on the prefrontal cortex too much. We want to get into a deep state of relaxation. So it's just very simply thumb to pointer, release, thumb to middle finger, release, thumb to ring, release, thumb to tiny finger, release, and repeat that pattern. Okay, we're going to take thumb to pointer finger. Nice, long, soothing, relaxed breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out through the mouth with a fall out breath, allow the fingers to gently separate. Breathing in through the nose onto our second finger. And nice, long, fall out breath through the mouth. In through the nose, down to baby. Soften the belly. Out through the mouth, soften the jaw. Relax the mouth. Relaxed mouth also equals a relaxed cervix. Breathe in through the nose. And as you breathe out, allow your body to sink deeply and warm into the floor. I highly recommend for this technique that you consider doing at least 4 times these 5 finger counts, so you give yourself a bit of time. Another way that you could do this is set yourself a piece of relaxing music, have a look at the time duration of the music, and then when that music finishes, you know that you've had your time duration. So that way you can monitor it without having to think, oh, what time is it? You're not clock watching, and that's important. Please do stay relaxed, stay mobile, and stay safe.